What's up and welcome back to another video, guys, and today we're going to be taking a look at a custom CMF line for Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. Unfortunately, LEGO's probably never going to make a Star Wars themed CMF, so I took it upon myself to do so. I did this once before for episode 2, and now we're coming in on episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, my personal favorite Star Wars movie, so without further ado, let's get right into it. To kick off this CMF series, we have, of course, the main character of the movie, Anakin Skywalker, in his Sith Eyes form. This is a super nice figure. I really wouldn't change a thing about it if I were to throw it in. Super nice. Yeah, there's not really much else to say. He's kind of one of those characters that you have to have in here. So let's get on to the next one. Next up, we have Obi-Wan. Once again, one of those characters you have to include. I did a little bit of customization on this one. I took just the torso from the one that came in his Starfighter, put the head on from one of the other sets, and then I gave him a nice brown cape. I think this fits him very well, and I think this would be a perfect inclusion of his version of the character for the CMF line. Keeping on the trend of Jedi, we have Mace Windu, of course, another one of the key players in the movie. You'll see kind of a theme here. We've got a lot of Jedi here, but that's kind of what the movie's about. But yeah, this is just a version from Palpatine's arrest. Personally, I would spruce it up a bit, maybe do some dual molded legs, because this figure is very boring, but it gets the point across. So that's pretty much it. Following our boy Mace Windu, we have Saci Tin. Actually a pretty good figure. I really like that headpiece, but the same for Mace Windu. Could benefit from some dual molded legs or some better printing. Once again, this is the version from Palpatine's arrest. Super good figure, and definitely one that I would throw into the CMF. Next up, we got the man, Count Dooku, one of my favorite Star Wars characters, and also one of my favorite LEGO minifigures. What more is there to say? This is, I think, a perfect rendition of Count Dooku, and it fits that episode 3 style. And, well, yeah, was a fairly important character in that movie. And, yeah, this is the exact one that I throw in. With the lightsaber, the lightning. Perfect, you know, got the cape. All good, great figure. He just jumped off, but let's get on to the next one. Next up, we've got Aayla Secura, another Jedi who met their demise during the movie. Sorry for the spoiler, but I'm sure you've already seen it by now. Very nice figure, though. Not much else to say. This one came out in the Republic fighter tank. Still a very nice figure, though, and I probably wouldn't change much about it. Maybe, once again, dual molded legs. I think a lot of figures could benefit from dual molded legs. It just adds so much detail, but this is a very nice figure. Another one of those no-brainer inclusions, we've got Yoda, played a key role in the movie, and you kind of can't have this CMF line without Yoda. So not much else to say about that. I think the figure's a bit bland, but gets the job done. Next up, General Grievous. This isn't the version that I would use. I'm pretty sure it's the Clone Wars version, but I would like to do the episode 3 style one and also have some sort of cape on him. I know it's kind of hard with the way that this one's molded, but find a way to put a cape on and call it a day. I think that would be perfect to fit that little Utapau scene, but another character that you kind of have to include. Now we're moving into some clones, played a pivotal role in the movie, and the first one up here, we have a Kashyyyk Trooper. You know, they appeared in that whole Kashyyyk sequence, one of my favorite parts of the movie. Super nice figure, and let's get on to some more clones coming after this guy. Next up, we have Commander Gree, another one of the key clone troopers throughout the movie. Unfortunately, he did meet his demise. However, he is still one of my favorite clone troopers, and I think this version of him is perfect. Perfect rendition, and is just a super good figure in general. Next up, we have the 501st Trooper. Not much else to say, you know. A big part of the movie. I don't think I have to say anymore, but I would include the 2020 style because it's personally my favorite style and I think is most accurate to the movie. Now we've got a 212th Clone Trooper. Personally, I would include the 2014 style. I just didn't have one on hand, so we're using the new one with the helmet holes. Personally, I'd put in the 2014 style one, though. Once again, not really much else to say, but I think one of those Clone Troopers that you have to include. And the last clone trooper included in this CMF series is Commander Cody, a very nice one in my opinion. This is also probably the exact one that I would include. I'm a big fan of this figure. I think it turned out really good, and I think it's a must inclusion for the CMF series. Now, a figure that I'm sure most people would be unhappy to get in the CMF series, but also one that you kind of have to include, is just your normal droid. I'm sorry, you know, you can't avoid it. I know it would be a pain if you buy like a $5 minifigure pack and get like a $1 droid back, but you gotta include it just for the sake of the story. Played a key part in the movie, and you can't forget about the battle droid. And last up, the character that'll probably make its way into every single CMF series that I ever make, R2-D2. I really don't think that you could make a single one without him. Plays a role in almost all of the movies, so I don't know what you want me to do. We got to include them in here. So yeah. And that does it for my take on a LEGO Star Wars CMF series based on Episode 3. Let me know if you enjoyed. Let me know if there are any figures that you would include in this CMF that I did not. And let me know if you would purchase one of these CMFs if they were released by LEGO, or maybe perhaps privately released by a certain YouTuber who would sell them. Maybe. Let me know. I don't think I could make that happen just because some of the figures are very expensive. But, you know, maybe. Just hypothetically, would you buy them? So let me know down below in the comments. Thank you guys, everyone, for watching. Stay safe. Drew, signing out.